The board held extensive discussions on the implementation of Resolution WHA 73.1 on COVID-19 response and expressed its support for WHO efforts to address the pandemic while zealously working to maintain essential health services. The board called for further efforts to ensure fair and equitable access to COVID-19 vaccines through the COVAX facility and encouraged WHO to work closely with World Organization for Animal Health OIE and the Food and Agriculture Organization FAO to identify the zoonotic source of the virus. Following the update from the co-chairs of the Independent Panel for Pandemic Preparedness and Response, the chair of the Review Committee on the Functioning of the International Health Regulations 2005 during COVID-19 response, and the chair of the Independent Oversight and Advisory Committee for the WHO Health Emergencies Program, the Executive Board stressed that the findings of the three review mechanisms should inform future decision making and that member states needed to play a pivotal role in guiding the Secretariat's translation of those findings into policy action. During the 147th session, which was held in two sessions on 22nd May 2020 and 16th November 2020, the board considered 13 items and sub-items, thereby adopting 12 decisions. Following consideration of reports on the evaluation of the election of the Director General of the WHO, the board decided to adopt the amendments to Rule 62 of its Rule of Procedure. The board appointed members to fill the 6 vacant positions on the Program, Budget and Administration Committee and 2 vacant positions on the Foundation Committees. During its 148th session, held from 18th January to 26th January 2021, the board considered 48 items and sub-items, adopting 6 resolutions and 19 decisions. In relation to the first pillar, focusing on universal health coverage, the board decided to encourage member states to take further action to address diabetes as a public health problem and recommend that the 74th World Health Assembly should adopt a decision to present an implementation roadmap for the Global Action Plan for Prevention and Control of Non-Communicable Diseases during the period 2013 to 2030. In addition, the board requested the Director General to draft a global strategy for tackling oral diseases and an action plan for oral public health, as well as recommended that the Health Assembly adopt the Global Patient Safety Action Plan for the period 2021 to 2030. Following consideration of a report on antimicrobial resistance, the board emphasized the importance of adopting a One Health approach and welcomed member states' participation in the revision of the Codex Code of Practice to minimize and contain foodborne antimicrobial resistance. In relation to the second pillar, focusing on health emergencies, the board engaged in extensive and in-depth discussions on the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on global health, noting the report on the COVID-19 response and underscoring the importance of guaranteeing equitable access to COVID-19 medicines and vaccines to ensure that COVID-19 vaccines were considered as a global public goods. Following its consideration of the report on mental health preparedness and response for the COVID-19 pandemic, the board recommended that the 74th World Health Assembly endorsed the updated Comprehensive Mental Health Action Plan for the period 2013 to 2030. The board noted the report on the public health implications of implementation of the Nagoya Protocol and acknowledged the need for timely pathogen sharing to fulfill public health needs, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. In relation to reports on poliomyelitis eradication and polio transition planning and polio post-certification, the board expressed concern about the surge in cases of wild polio virus in Afghanistan and Pakistan, the increasing outbreaks of vaccine-derived polio virus in several countries, and falling immunization rates as a result of the disruption caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. In relation to the third pillar, focused on general health and well-being, the board recommended to the 74th World Health Assembly the adoption of a resolution on strengthening efforts to address the social, economic, and environmental determinants of health. Lastly, during the fourth pillar focused on providing better support to countries, the Executive Board noted the reports on the proposed program budget 2022 to 2023 and decided to establish a time-bound and result-oriented working group on sustainable financing open to all member states. This, it was felt, would enable WHO to have the robust structures and capacities required to fulfill its core functions as defined in the Constitution. On governance matters, the board decided to recommend the adoption of a decision to sunset and streamline reporting requirements on certain resolutions and decisions. It also recommended that the 74th World Health Assembly adopt a decision to welcome the Secretariat's support of initiatives that celebrate the date of 30th January as a day dedicated to neglected tropical diseases. Concerning global strategies and plans of action that are scheduled to expire within 1 year, the board recommended the adoption of a resolution to ensure comprehensive, accessible, and affordable access to health systems and care for all persons with disabilities. The board also requested the Director General to undertake a broad consultative process to develop global health sector strategies on HIV, viral hepatitis, and sexually transmitted infections for the period 2022 to 2030. In its discussion on the process of election of the WHO Director General, the board decided to request the Secretariat to conduct a study on voting machines that shall be able to read and immediately tabulate votes cast on ballot papers and to report its finding to the Assembly. On staffing matters, the board noted the statement by the representative of the WHO staff associations. The board also confirmed several amendments to the staff rules and recommended to the 74th World Health Assembly the adoption of a resolution on the salaries of the Director General and the staff in ungraded positions.